Hello, this is Christina from Commusoft, and as you can see, we're still reporting from my kitchen. If there's one thing that the current situation has highlighted, it's how important it is that a business can run itself. And what do I mean by run itself? I can already hear you asking, well, what am I there for? I'm there to manage. A business that can run itself is a business that is able to weather these sudden changes in the market, like, for example, having to move your office home. And one thing that can help a business run itself is actually letting the customers do more of the work, but in such a way that they're happy to do it. The best example of that is supermarkets. I mean, think about it. They've gotten us to scan our items, bag them, and pay for them ourselves without them doing anything. And we're happy to do it. How did they manage that? Well, they took out all those little frustrations in the customer journey. So like, for example, queuing, chit-chatting to the shop assistant, I know, hate it too, and then simply making it seem like it's something to be proud of, that you have a self-checkout. How do we implement something like that in a fuel service business? Well, this is what we're going to cover in this video today. And the answer is online portals. No, not like the sci-fi ones, but okay, maybe a little bit like the sci-fi ones. The first portal we're going to talk about is the booking portal. After all, it is the first phase. The customer, well, potential customer at this point, is on your website, they're thinking about hiring you, but the only way to contact you is by calling a phone number. Now, if you've listened to our advice last month and you've made your phone number clickable, then you're already ahead of the game. But let's say they want to call you at midnight. Now, unless you have office staff available 24/7, they're going to get an answering machine. Chances are they might leave a message, but at the same time, this is going to give them plenty of time to call somebody else and move on. A booking portal takes care of that. It looks a lot like what you find when you're looking for accommodation or trying to reserve a table. It's simply a request portal on the page that allows customers to jot down their issue and also to request a certain slot and a time of day and a date. Now, make sure that your booking portal is request only, because you don't really want customers to make their own schedule. You still want the manager to have a look at the request and then decide which time is the most appropriate one, which technicians to send, how long it's going to take, and then send the customer a potential service window. Now, the booking portal works 24/7, like I said, so it's going to ensure that even if there's no one at the office, for whatever reason, then customers are still experiencing a positive journey. The next portal we're going to talk about is the Invoicing Portal. It's hard to believe, but there are some companies out there that like to make it as hard as possible for customers to pay them. And then they wonder why the cash flow isn't going the way they want it to go. Well, first and foremost, if you ask your technicians to ask for cash money, or worse, for a check, then you're simply inviting trouble on yourself. It's more of a hassle because customers perhaps don't have the amount of money necessary on them, they haven't owned a checkbook since 2001, and then your technicians have to walk around with a bunch of money in their truck. You have to insure that. It's simply bad for the customer, bad for the techs, bad for the business. An invoicing portal, on the other hand, allows the customers to pay on the spot and on their own terms, which makes them happy and makes your bank account happy too. Ideally, whatever software you choose, first make sure that it is secure, and then check if you can send out automatic invoices with a link to your invoicing portal. This means that the customer can simply open the email, click the link, put in their bank information, and that's it. You got paid. No wait around for checks in the mail, no waiting for the customer to run to the ATM, get annoyed, run to another ATM, get annoyed again, then come back. The technician has to fiddle with change, etc. So many things to do when it could be so much easier. That payment link I've mentioned in the previous segment, that takes us to our next online portal, and that is the payment portal. It's not only about the fact that we've been living in a cashless society for quite a while now, and people simply don't carry those kind of amounts that would allow them to pay for a field service job just on the spot. That's where a payment portal comes in handy. It's simply a link that takes them to a web page where they can input their bank details, as I've mentioned, and then that's simply done. You got paid, customer is happy, all is well. It's not just about offering a credit card or a debit card payment, but it's also about having as many options to get paid as possible. In the end, you want to give people exactly what they're used to and what they expect from a business. If it's cash, then it's good. If it's card, then you need a payment portal. Why make it harder for people to pay you for work you've already done and make your cash flow go bad? A payment portal takes care of that and keeps your admin staff happy as well, especially if it's integrated with the management software that you use and transfers the data automatically, and then there's no need for double data entry. And there you have it, 3 digital portals and their benefits. If you want to learn even more about them, then check out the articles below where we go through each and every portal, as well as highlighting some implementation examples that are industry specific. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video, always with #Commusoft. And make sure to subscribe to our business newsletter. I'm Christina, and I wish you all a great week. Bye!